Hey guys, welcome back to Room 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're back for a brand new video. Let me show you guys how to get the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Definitive Edition running on a low-end PC. As you can see right now, we're running at 1024 768, but we're going to change that to 720p on the lowest preset. Now we're going to see how the game runs first, and then I'm going to do some tips and tricks if you're new to how I do these videos on the channel. So as you can see right off the bat, 720p, low preset, we're getting about 17 FPS. It's not the worst. Oh crap, that guy just ran over. It's a good thing he did that though, the cops are right there. So the FPS isn't going great, as you can see. We're really struggling here to get even 20. We can't even get 20, which is not great. Now, with the tweaks I'm going to do, they're really to push the boundaries of the game. Okay? I mean, it's going to look terrible. Well, that's not good. Well, that's not good. Here we go into the tweaks. And here we go. As you saw, I was using an i7 4790 with the Intel HD 4600 integrated graphics. Very low-end integrated graphics, so we're actually going to need to do some stuff to get the game to actually be playable on the system. So we went into Documents, Rockstar Games, GTA Vice City, the Definitive Edition, and we're going to go into the config file and do some tweaks to get the game a bit more serviceable for me, you know, just to put in some more extra effort there. So there are a few settings we have here we can change. Like simulation scale, we can drop down all the way to 0. We can also turn traffic down to 1, so there's less cars on the street, you know, just a little bit more, you know, less things rendering on the streets, man. Resolution percent, we're going to drop that down to 20% because the Intel HD 4600 obviously cannot handle with all of the stuff that's happening in game, unfortunately. Shadows is another one. We're going to change that to 0. Basically, we can scroll through here. We can see all the settings we have that you can probably just disable to get some extra frames out of the game. Distance scales, I've already disabled most of them. Resolute reflection quality, change that to 0. That doesn't need to be on. Everything is going to look bland, and you're probably going to wonder to yourself in the end, why aren't I just playing the original game? Well, why aren't you? I'm just showing you how to get the game running on a low-end CPU computer, man. Okay, so basically everything here is at 0. You know, everything that has a setting to it, we're going to change to 0. We've done so. So now we're running at 720p, at 20% of 720p. And let's see what that entails for us. So we're getting around 15 FPS before. Let's see if it can bump up the performance. Alright, here we are with all those configs. We're back in the same area again. And as you can see, the character does not look great. But with all of those tweaks put on, I just went from 15 all the way into the high 30s we're getting now for FPS. Obviously shadows have been disabled altogether. There's no shadows no more. This is how we got GTA to run on a low-end computer, guys. Now you could even go even further and drop the resolution scale to 10%, maybe even 5. But hey, this is fine for me. We are getting 30 FPS on average now. I could say, you know, it could be worse. I said that this is a rousing success. Now seriously, only do this if you really desperately want to play the definitive edition on your system rather than play the original, because why would you, right? You lose a lot of frames doing this crap. But it runs much better now, without any issue. I say that that's a plus. I would also frame cap this. Also, you don't even need to run at the 720p. I am still at 720p, by the way. You have to keep that in mind as well. We could have gone lower to protect my identity a bit more, but I thought that this was fine. Whoa, bigger. I probably could have pressed 0 and disabled the civilians altogether. Look at this. Not the best looking game anymore. I feel like I went way more in depth into this one than I did for San Andreas, but this is fine. Because everyone still has their graphically new look and it hasn't been completely bland. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this though. Don't forget, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see me test next, either for a benchmark or to do how to run on a lower end CPU, and I will get it done eventually. I'll see you guys next time. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Woo!